Thưa quý vị, sau đây cho chúng tôi xin được gửi đến quý vị cuộc phỏng vấn mà phóng viên Becky Chung đã thực hiện được ở bên New York vào tuần trước với nhà đạo diễn Stephen Bradley, cuốn phim mang tên Noble. Thưa quý vị, được Aspiration Media sẽ phát hành vào cuối tuần này ngày 8 tháng 5 2015. Và đây là một cuốn phim rất là cảm động dựa trên một câu chuyện thật nói về nhân vật Christina Noble. Xin được gửi đến quý vị cuộc phỏng vấn đặc biệt của Becky Chung với nhà đạo diễn Stephen Bradley.
They've got a roof over their heads. What if you're a child living on the streets? You're 12 years old. You're looking after your little sister. I know how hard it is.
Well, it's just a drop in the ocean.
But this is only the beginning. If we build one centre, we can build 10. Fight for me, Jerry.
You have nothing left to prove.
We need to find a way to help these kids. I have everything left to prove.
Stephen, can you share with us how you heard of Christina Noble's life story and what inspired you to make a film about her?
It's a very easy answer because Deirdre O'Kane, who plays Christina Noble in Vietnam, is my wife.
Ah, okay.
So what happened was that on her 40th birthday, and I've got permission to say that, we went for lunch, and we've always been talking about working together. We've done another film beforehand. She's a very well-known actress in Ireland, and she does stand-up comedy as well. And we sat down on her 40th birthday, and I was pestering her and saying, what's this film we're going to make together? And she said, there's only one thing I want to do, and that's the life of Christina Noble. And the reason for that was that she had read Christina Noble's books many years before, and had also, as a stand-up comedian, done several fundraising events for the Christina Noble Foundation. So that lunch was kind of the start of a long journey that has taken about 6 years.
That birthed this project. I read that the Vietnamese children cast in this film are either currently being supported or have been supported by Christina Noble's Children's Foundation. Can you describe how that choice came to be and how your experience was with them?
Yeah, the majority of the children in the film are members, if you like, of the Christina Noble Foundation, or at schools there, or have gone through the ranks there. One of the children is actually a child star actor. His name is Uyen, and he's really well known. Although the Vietnamese casting director didn't tell me that until I'd wheedled through all the others and found him, and then she said, "Oh yeah, he's a big star. Yeah, you've gone for the right one there." But the kids in the foundation, I mean, it was difficult for us because we didn't want to say to Christina and her son, who runs the foundation in Vietnam, can we have your kids in the film? It was more waiting for them to say, we're okay with the idea, and some of the guardians as well of some of the children. So we did a sort of fun audition process where our casting director in Vietnam went through a process of just having some games with the kids. I was still working in England at that point, and they were sending me pictures of how all of that went. And then then gradually it became clear to me the kids that would kind of had the talent and the temperament for making the film. And then on one of my very many trips over to Saigon, I would start to doing one-on-one auditions. And the two kids who play Hung and Hang, Geung and Neum are their names, the actresses, they kind of gradually came through quite clearly as very talented little actresses, and they're fantastic in the film.
They are.
But it was great, there's a scene where all the kids are in the ice cream parlor when the truck arrives and everybody scatters. Those children are all children from the Christina Noble Foundation, and they were sort of what we used to call our core gang, and they were fantastic to work with.
Throughout this film, we see this woman face hardship after hardship. Can you describe how your life perspective has shifted?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I think when we were working on the film, obviously, it was a difficult film to make. We were trying to represent Ireland in the 1950s, England in the 1960s, Saigon in 1989, and we had the heat of Saigon and the freezing cold of England. And at one point we were shooting in Saigon in 35 degrees, and then up a mountain in England in -5 degrees. So there were always difficulties making the film, but I suppose our perspective shifted, because you always thought, well, if we think we have problems, look at what Christina overcame in her life story. So it was always an interesting counterbalance.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, Stephen.
Brilliant, Becky. Thank you very much. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, that's
Great.
perfect.
Vừa giờ là cuộc nói chuyện của Becky Chung với nhà đạo diễn Stephen Bradley. Đây là một cuốn phim dựa trên một câu chuyện thật về một nhân vật thật với tựa đề là Noble. Thưa quý vị, nói về cuộc đời của bà Christina Noble, về những cái công việc mà bà đã làm giúp các trẻ em mồ côi tại Việt Nam sau cái cuộc chiến Việt Nam. Thưa quý vị, bà đã gặp những cái khó khăn, những cái trở ngại trong cái tiến trình mà đến Việt Nam sau cuộc chiến Việt Nam, và gặp những cái gọi là những cái sự gọi là struggle muốn giúp các trẻ em mồ côi này. Thưa quý vị, một câu chuyện rất là cảm động. Xin quý vị khán thính giả vẫn tiếp tục giữ màn hình SBTN. Chúng tôi sẽ trở lại trong giây lát.